Hello everyone, welcome to Community Distance Reiki. Danielle here from Learn Reiki Philadelphia, and I am so happy to have you all here with me today. If you're new here, go ahead and click that live chat button. Feel free to introduce yourself and make any requests for your personal healing or well-being. We're going to get things started off by building a beautiful crystal grid exactly to all of your requests. If you're watching this as a video replay, hello from the past. If you want to skip ahead to just the Reiki healing, start at about the 1 hour to 1 hour 20-minute point, or where you see the lights begin to shift, and your journey will begin there. And if you are returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for your ongoing support. I deeply appreciate you. Let's go ahead and take a peek at that grid. But first, if you are interested in my live online Reiki certification courses, if you want to schedule a one-on-one distance healing or tarot reading with me, or if you want to shop my Reiki Charged Crystal Collection, go ahead and visit learnreikiphiladelphia.com, which is linked in the description. Thanks again for being here. Let's go ahead and take a peek at that grid. Ta-da! So here's our grid to start off with. As usual, we have a copper spiral. Copper helps to get the energy flowing, breaks up blockages, and it's also just a wonderful starting point for us. Let's see who we have here. We have Lori and Dell. It's good to see you both. And Patty, lots of love to you. And Key, if you're watching later, for sure. And Joanna, Grace, good to see you. Angela. Oh, Angela, you got the job. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. That totally made my day. Yay. Congratulations. All the best to you. I'm so happy. And yeah, so let's go ahead and dive in. It's good to see you all. So we'll start with Grace's request first. Let's see. I am staying cool. I hope you are staying cool too. I just hopped out of a cold shower so I don't sweat during this stream. It's so hot. Grace, your intentions are for toxic work environment to be changed for the better, burdens off your heart, and for peace of mind. I absolutely can support that. I'm so sorry your work is challenging right now. Let's go ahead and get into that. And yeah, let's see. So toxic work environments. Let's see. There's a couple of good stones for this. Black onyx is one that I have used for that in the past. And I'm also going to use red tiger eye. So black onyx it's first of all, it's very protective. And second, and maybe even more helpful, it helps to ground fear and anxiety, but also self-doubt. It helps you to rebuild your self-esteem, and toxic work environments can really rob you of self-esteem. It has you almost questioning who you are, your capabilities, things like that. It can be really challenging. So this is very protective, like I said. This is also a great stone for grief, especially if you want to feel close to ancestors. And yeah, like I said, fear and anxiety too. So that's black onyx, very, very energetically protective. So we'll bring that in. And red tiger eye is a wonderful stone to really prevent like bullying and things like that too. This is a highly, highly protective stone. So that's very much like gold tiger eye, except this deep, deep red is just so pretty. It helps with whether it's on the spiritual side or the mundane side of life. If you have people kind of coming at you, bullying, gaslighting, triangulation, smear campaigns, all of that kind of really ridiculous, but also really hurtful kinds of things coming at you. If you are dealing with the spiritual side of that, like malevolent spiritual work or psychic attack, things like that, either way, this is your stone. This is like a great anti-bullying stone. It's also great for manifesting finances in a hurry. And like, who would say no to that? Especially right now. I'm in for that. I will accept financial abundance with a hurry. That would be lovely. Thank you, universe. And also, I feel like We'll probably end up putting this in at some point anyway, but why not now for you? And for this, aquamarine. This can help to really discourage super low vibe, like petty stuff and picking on. And we often, we joke it's the anti-Karen stone. This is the stone that helps to, for folks that are unhappy and they're taking it out on everyone else rather than actually deal with the problem. Aquamarine can be helpful. It also helps with kind of promoting the concept of justice. It helps with forgiveness, whether it's the forgiving to let yourself free or forgiving to give someone else another chance. Either way, this can be helpful. And it's wonderful for the teeth, gums, and anything having to do with the fluids in the body. So that's aquamarine. So all the best to you, Grace. Let's also see lifting burden from your heart too. And burdens off your heart and a peaceful mind. Let's see. Let's bring in some snowflake obsidian. Snowflake obsidian is wonderful for things like misplaced guilt and recognizing and changing patterns that aren't supporting our highest good. But here I'm bringing it in for the mind, body, spirit balance. This is a stone that really helps with inner peace, balance, harmony, serenity, even after a time of loss or hurt, kind of like you're going through. And it's also wonderful for just inner balance and even overstimulation. If you're someone who tends towards that, this can be helpful. It's also great for clairaudience, which is when we hear spiritual guidance. Okay, so there we go. So all the best to you, Grace. I hope that helps with all of this. I hope helps with alleviating the heaviness and helping you feel some inner peace and relaxation within yourself. And I hope you're doing well. You deserve better. But yeah, let's see who else is here. You're so welcome, Grace. Chris, good to see you. I just got your text. Today. I will get back to you ASAP, Chris, I promise. Letitia, good to see you. Sylvia, welcome back. And yeah, let's keep going. Awesome. Oh, Joanna, you like the tarot for all 12 signs for this month? Yeah, awesome. I'm so glad you did. I'm so glad it was helpful for you. This weekend, I will be working on August's cards. So they will start going up as soon as this weekend. So definitely keep your eyes peeled for that. But thank you for the vote of confidence. Deeply appreciate it and so glad it was helpful. So let's see what we got going on here. So much love in the chat. You guys are awesome. Lori's got some good requests. Ooh, jade, Larimer, sapphire, emerald, peacock, or rose quartz, and opal. Love it. So let's dive in. Let's do... Let's do some jade actually on the grid. So this is jade. I know it apparently looks blue on the screen, but it's actually a really, really deep green. Oh, hi. Is that you? Yeah, kitty butt? What's happening? You want to come up? Come on up. Come on. Hattie is undecided. Yeah, you want to come up or not? You don't know. You can drink my water if you want. But yeah, this is a stone of compassion, balance, and all goodwill blessings for every aspect of life, for love, for family, society, business, health, wealth, and happiness, really. It's a superb stone that was sacred in ancient China and modern China, as well as in Central America with the indigenous people there. And we do have a little Hattie in my lap. So, yeah. Oh, you're sniffing. You want some Reiki too? I know it. I know it. Okay, so we'll go ahead and place that jade right in there. Awesome. And we will bring in Larimer Sapphire Emerald. Emerald. Okay. So emerald helps with reinvigorating our zest for life. And it's also wonderful for healing skin and tissue of the body. So if you've been injured or recovering from surgery, this can be really helpful. It's also great for everything involved in breathing, for really like the whole upper respiratory system. It's very supportive of that. It also helps to restore confidence about our appearance, which, I mean, right in the middle of the Northern Hemisphere's bathing suit season, I don't think that could be any more positively timed. So we'll bring in emerald. That's beautiful raw emerald. And sapphire, a stone of angelic connection, a powerful stone of mediumship. This is one that if you tend to do mediumship work for anyone, this is a lovely stone. It can even help you to better express your impressions so that they can be better understood by a querent. It helps with the eyes and ears as well as the thyroid, and it's even thought to be supportive of dementia for folks that have it and for their care team, which includes usually very close family and friends. But yeah, very angelic, also bringing about speedy resolution and justice. So we will bring that out. This is how sapphire forms naturally. Larimer is a beautiful blue stone that comes to us from the Dominican Republic. This is a stone that helps us on our spiritual path, particularly with connecting with our spiritual purpose and having the strength and courage to follow through with it, especially when we start to realize, hey, it feels like I'm all alone on this path. All of our spiritual paths are going to feel very different from one another's, as they should. It's a spiritual path. But this helps to encourage you in that it might feel like you're kind of a pioneer, because you are. This helps to really support you to embody that. It can also be good for balancing the ego too. So we'll bring that in. Put a piece here, piece there. And peacock or rose quartz opal. Hattie is currently making biscuits out of my leg. Yeah, yeah. What a good baby. You can probably hear her purring. Yeah. Cool. All right, so the other one we had, this is rose quartz. Rose quartz, we've all pretty much worked with rose quartz to some extent. It is a very high vibrational heart healer. I feel like it's wonderful for bringing a lot of unconditional love into your heart, especially when you feel like you're in a really rough place or you feel like you're a little bit less emotionally supported. This is also a stone that can help support you to release pain of the past. It's so consistent with unconditional love. It allows us to start to understand that there's something better to allow space for. So that makes it a lot easier to let go of what you no longer need when you think about there being something better to take its place. So definitely rose quartz. I'll bring that in. I'll just put that under snowflake obsidian. This is opal. Opal is and always has been sacred in many shamanic cultures. It's thought sacred to the shamans themselves because it's more like a cloaking mechanism. If you're doing any kind of spiritual work that is for the good, this helps you to not be seen and noticed by anyone or anything that is doing the opposite of good. So it kind of keeps you unnoticed and hidden so that you can focus on what's important and not have to deal with anything else. So that is opal. Ooh. And peacock ore or chalcopyrite, which is in here. This is one that we've often used to help find lost items, but it's also good for things like executive function. And I've been working with it a little bit more to kind of get more of a sense of it. I'm going to do some more research on it this weekend, and it's just been really resonating with all of us here. And of course, any stone that is embedded with lots of clear quartz, the clear quartz actually like expands and intensifies the energy coming from that stone. So we'll go ahead and we'll bring this in. Pretty. There we go. And did we get them all? We did. Okay, awesome. So glad to have you here. Awesome. Okay. Hey, Goddess of Four. Good to see you. Oh, Chris, I just noticed that you sent a text and I haven't gotten back to you yet. I will get back to you ASAP. No worries. Letitia, if I didn't say hi to you, hello. Okay. I'm just peeking through. I'll get to everybody's requests today. Definitely seeing a lot for puppies and Sylvia's kitty who has FIP. Oh, she started purring and eating again. Oh, that's awesome. I will absolutely happily include your cat in this sending for sure. And for good health for Goddess of Four's new puppies. Let's bring in leopard skin jasper. This is our favorite stone of helping to heal the animals. Hey, Hattie, you want some? There you go. So leopard skin jasper, in addition to helping the connection to our animals and helping to foster healing, this is also a stone that can help with balance and coordination, as well as connecting with our animal guides. It's also helpful for anything that's impacting the skin. So we'll bring this in. So glad to hear Kitty is doing better. FIP is so awful to have to see them go through. And all the best to the puppies. Okay. And I'm skipping around, but I'll get to everybody's requests. Support for dissociation and freeze because of fear about little one's health. Absolutely. A great one for that is black obsidian. This is for like really intense like trauma responses, whether that trauma is acute and it just happened, or if it's like a re-triggering of old traumas past. This can be really, really helpful. It helps with, it also helps with nervous pets, and it's highly, highly protective. So anything that presents as like shock, or anything that you kind of process where it results like a shock, like the shutdown, the freeze, the dissociate kind of stuff. Black obsidian for sure. So I hope that that's helpful for you. Let's do... I might have to put these outside of the grid, but we'll see. Depends on how crowded it gets. But either way, it'll be working the same. I hope all of that helps. And let's go back up to the top. For Evelyn, reunited with her mom. Gotcha. So let's do... rhodochrosite. Rhodochrosite is a very powerful healer. of anything related to the relationship between mom and baby. Oh. Hattie just jumped down. Also great for heart and circulation, as well as for telepathy, and also for channeling if you want to connect with your ancestors especially, or if you want to connect with animals like deceased companion animals. This can be a really helpful stone. It's also great for asthma as well as stress headache. I often use this for asthma and stuff, and it's a very helpful stone. So I hope that this helps Evelyn. Turning things to our good and stuff for all kinds of pain, inflammation, fluid retention, joy support, bringing in our good and unveiling hidden blessings, knowledge, and divine communication. I love it. Nerve pain and autoimmune dysfunction. Gotcha. So rhodonite is excellent for autoimmune stuff, which is something I struggle with a lot. Autoimmune stuff, allergies, and asthma. I'm the trifecta. It's also a great stone for healing the cracks for broken heart, so you can open your heart to love once again when you're ready. This is a stone of like breakup, divorce, but also grieving the loss of a significant partner. This can help with healing the lungs as well. It helps with moving through and healing past emotional abuse, balances yin and yang energies within the body, and can also help with insecurities of any kind. So that's rhodonite. Rhodochrosite is pink and white. Rhodonite is pink and black. I know it can be a little difficult to see the difference in these particular specimens. Go. Okay. And pink tourmaline will help with nerve pain. This will also help with Evelyn, with connection to mom and baby bonding and healing around those issues. This is a superb stone for anything related to hormones, regardless of gender, but especially very healing for anything gynecologic that needs support. Also helpful for a positive self-image, as well as spinal injuries and muscle weakness. So that is pink tourmaline. There we go. And Patty has some other specific requests. Rainbow moonstone. I have dragon's blood, but I've not worked with it, so I'll have to look it up. We'll do that together. Petrified wood, blue apatite. Septarian sunstone fluorite. Fluorite is a stone I often turn to really ground chaotic energy. And it naturally forms in this wonderful like octahedron shape. This helps with finding clear order out of chaos, finding like a comfort level within it. It helps with also with work environments that are chaotic. So this may also support grace. It helps with bringing comfort to new moms and newborns as well, and also like relaxation regardless of what's going on around you. So that is fluorite. This is also wonderful for teeth and bones. go. Okay. Blue Apatite, I think that's been one of our recent favorite stones. This is a stone that, much in alignment with its name, it helps with our relationship with food. And that's whether you want to lose weight, gain weight, or just have a healthier relationship with food, whatever that looks like to you. This can be very supportive of that. It absolutely, as Patty mentions in her request, definitely helps strengthen the auric field. So that helps to keep your energy field nice and strong, so you're less likely to take on the energy of others. It helps with inner peace and harmony, and it can also support knowledge of and encouragement along your soul's purpose. So that is Blue Apatite. There we go. Petrified wood is a beautiful stone that used to be a beautiful tree, and that tree died, ended its life as a tree, and slowly over time transformed into a stone. This particular specimen, if you look in the center, you might see some little sparkles in there as I move this. Yeah, so this actually has some new crystals forming on it. But this helps us with big transitions, and especially really like bittersweet transitions or transitions that are particularly challenging and difficult for us. It helps us to see, it's very much like I really think of it as aligned with the death card in the tarot, things reaching their natural ends and then rebirth from there. So death and the Fool very much. So we'll bring that in. I'm just going to put that up here. Rainbow Moonstone is a beautiful white version of, it's actually white labradorite, but it generally gets called Rainbow Moonstone, and Moonstone and labradorite are very closely related. They're all in the feldspar family. This helps with connection to a lot of things that we would think of along the lines of both Moonstone and labradorite, but particularly this helps with clairvoyance and connection to spirit. It helps with wise women traditions. It helps with channeling, connecting with spirit, connecting with your guides, even connecting with your angels. So we'll bring that in. But it can also help with connection to any kind of old spiritual traditions as well. Traditional moonstone is very helpful for that too. For septarian, this helps muscle pain and spasms, and can also really support incredible emotional growth. There are times that we're going through things that are so challenging that we can almost get a little stuck. This helps to encourage us. It helps with supporting us to feel even vulnerable as we go through the healing process. It helps us to understand the underlying thoughts and ideas and beliefs that we have and where they come from and what they're based on. And also helps with if you have an understated solar plexus. So if you're somebody that tends to be more of a doormat, this can be really supportive as well for that. So very much a stone of emotional support and growth, as well as support for the muscles. Sunstone really is a bright stone of opportunity and recognition. This helps you to have some ability to be seen for who you are and what you're doing. This is if you want to be seen in your job and noticed so that you can get promoted, or if you are marketing your small business or going on job interviews and you're essentially like presenting yourself, this can be really helpful. You'll also stand out in the person's mind who you interviewed with. It also helps with phobias and with just big time career support. And it's really protective against anyone who would try any kind of money-based exploitation with you. So that is Sunstone. Okay, great. And Dragon's Blood I was gifted, and I've not worked with it. So let's look it up. Let's check Cassandra Eason's The Crystal Handbook. Nope, they only have dragon's egg, which is Septarian in here. Let's try Philip Permut, see if he's got some guidance for us. Nope, let's try his other book. Aha, he does have it. Okay. So here, I'll hold it up. So again, this is Philip Permut, and this is the Crystal Healer. And this is volume 2. So let's go ahead and, oop, I lost my pace. There we go. So positive, optimistic stone that promotes wisdom and happiness. Strength and courage when you need to change. Good for the central nervous system, thyroid, skin, and hair. Helps with relieving grief. Seeing beauty in life again. Dispels self-pity. Patience with yourself to learn from your own mistakes. Ooh, that's a good one. We don't have a patience with yourself stone yet, so that's a good one. Benefits matters of finance, science, and research in any field. Ooh, and there's definitely something toxic in here because it's got a note for no elixir, so I'll research that more. But that's Dragonstone. Thank you for requesting that. Or Dragon's Blood, rather. Yeah, Dragonstone, sometimes people are thinking of this stone and sometimes they're thinking of Septarian. And I've definitely seen the names used interchangeably. So that's why I wanted to use the books that I have that have pictures so I can see what that particular author is talking about. But thank you for requesting that. And awesome. So we got all those. Thank you. Oh, hey, Susan, good to see you. Awesome. Oh, you intended to ask for heliotrope. I can bring that in too. But yeah, that was a really cool stone to learn about. I'll add that to our usual rotation. Jenny, good to see you. Lots of love to you and Jane. And P.S. Absolutely. Treating scoliosis for sure. Okay, so we have back pain and scoliosis individually, different folks. A stone that helps quite a bit with spinal alignment, or is supposed to, is fuchsite. Fuchsite is also a stone of self-care. It encourages play. I can't think of a better Friday afternoon, evening stone. It really helps you to connect and do deep healing for the inner child as well, but it really helps you to like let loose and really just channel fun. Also great for carpal tunnel and sleep disturbances. So we'll bring that in. And also for the spine and spinal nerves and back pain is Amazonite. Amazonite is also another stone that is related to self-care. There seems to be a bit of a connection there with the stones. So this can also help with encouraging you to take time to take care of yourself, even and especially if you're someone who tends to think of the needs of others before yourself. But yeah, great for the spine and spinal nerves. So we'll bring that in. That's Amazonite. Amazonite can be this color all the way to a dark blue-green with stripes of white going through it. It's a bit of a chameleon, but a beautiful one at that. And heliotrope goes by bloodstone. And depending on where the author you're reading from is located, heliotrope tends to be more popular in the UK, which is where Philip Permut is from. But this is one of my emotional stuff hits the fan type stones. It helps to calm and quiet the mind during meditation, and on every other level, it helps even the most intense, emotional, distraught types of things find some grounding. It allows you to be with your feelings and emote and let it out. It helps to lift despair and give a little bit of emotional stamina so that you can keep doing what you have to do when you're going through a really challenging time. So we'll go ahead and bring this in. I'm glad we learned about a new stone. There we go. There we go. Okay. And P.S. welcome in. Let's see. I want to make sure I know I skipped over a lot, so I'm just going to go back up here. Traveling crystal. Absolutely. There's a lot of good ones for that. Let's bring in tourmalinated quartz. So this is black tourmaline going through quartz, and that quartz can be any color. In this case, it happens to be green, so that it has a little bit more affinity to the heart chakra than it would if it were clear. But either way, tourmalinated quartz does quite a bit, and it's a very helpful healer. This is one that helps to, black tourmaline helps to break up and repel negative energy. So going through quartz, it's thought to really break things up, like really stuck energy, really old kind of stuck things. Like think emotional scar tissue. Physically, it's equated with physical scar tissue, whether it's internal or external. Emotionally, this helps to break up and help you release old energy, including childhood traumas. This is great for the heart, the valves, the blood vessels. It definitely helps with finding a new job as well. It also helps with finding other streams of revenue. Like if you want to have a side gig or find some passive income, this can help. It's also great at fortune and luck, and absolutely protective of travelers, particularly if traveling by car. And we'll probably end up with some other really good travel protection stones too. So there we go. That is tourmalinated quartz. Yeah, let's put these. Let's actually put this here. And we're going to put the black obsidian here and here. We'll be able to see those more when we blow up the grid for when we're sending Reiki. Here we go. So tourmalinated quartz. So all the best. Have fun traveling. Lots of support for you. A crystal for the environment, Lori? Absolutely. This is Kambaba stone, often called Kambaba jasper, and it looks like this lovely blue-green because it's actually fossilized blue-green algae. It's so fun. Very, very connected with the land, with the environment. This is one that you can help connect with your plants, help your plants to yield more and to grow better. I have huge pieces by my indoor plants, but it also helps with connection to the ancestors as well. So this helps in learning different languages, connecting to land, even if that land isn't the land that you're on, if it's the land of your ancestors or something, that you can have a nice connection to it. It also helps with all kinds of environmental issues. So if you want to have a stone around that you set an intention to about that, this is a perfect one. Yeah, it also helps with courage, confidence, and meditation, as well as ancestor connection. So yeah, Kambaba stone. So we will go ahead and place one here and one here. Cool. So glad you asked for that. And yeah, our environment is crying. It's just, oh my goodness. Let's see. Let's do some of Chris's requests. Let's do some carnelian, some garnet, some aventurine. Moonstone, which will also, Letitia, help with protection during travel. In fact, let's dive into that one now. Yep, protection during travel, and also connection to the moon and lunar magic, as well as the cycles, rhythms, patterns of nature. This is a stone that helps us to connect to all kinds of ancient wisdom, well-woman traditions, the sacred feminine, as well as intuition in general. Just wisdom, knowledge, and also releasing patterns. So we'll go ahead and bring some of this in. I'm just going to put some underneath all of our Amazonite. Carnelian helps with relationships and all relationships, just how we relate to the world around us. But it's particularly helpful for romantic relationships and even attracting a partner. It helps with fertility, sexual function and dysfunction, attracting that partner, like I said, and in general helps to break up any kind of apathy and laziness. This is one that helps with cold, allergies, and even wound healing to some extent as well. But yeah, this is one that can be used for even groups of people to help them get along a little bit better. So we'll bring that in. Carnelian is such a beautiful orange. Like a deep, deep reddish orange. Aventurine is a stone that helps us to expand our vision of who we are in a very heart-centered way. It basically is, it's nurturing and encouraging, and it helps us to see how we've grown. It's almost like we are working on ourselves, we're growing, we're learning, and then we forget to kind of take a fresh look at ourselves. This is one that says, hey, you can aim a little higher, you can do a little more than you think you can. It also helps with the heart rhythms, eye problems, fertility, and even learning, especially if you're intimidated by something new that you need to learn, whether it's like a language or something technical. This can help really encourage you to say, hey, wait a minute, maybe I can learn that. Anytime you say, I can't possibly learn that, give aventurine a try. Might encourage you. So we'll bring that in. Garnet helps with organization, courage, and practicality. This will help you to find the best way to get things done and get really creative about finding those ways. Like the old business term was like a thinking outside the box. This will have you using any kind of things that are new, going online, seeing what other people are doing, and trying things that you may not have considered before. So if you're looking for a new way to shake up your routine, find more time in the day, this is a superb choice. Garnet is wonderful for all of that. It's also great for helping you to feel stabilized when there's a lot of change going on. Okay, very Capricorn stone. Let's also do some lapis. Lapis helps with pain and inflammation. And it's wonderful for moving up in our career as well as the sunstone we've put in. Lapis helps with integrity. That's our follow through, open, honest communication, and the ability to say, hey, this is what I promised to do, and then following through, or coming back and saying, okay, I can't meet that. What else can we do? It's also one that helps with things like vertigo and ear infections as well. So we'll bring this in. go. Okay, wonderful. And I will definitely get through the rest of your requests too as we continue through. Thank you for being here, Chris. Good to see you. Hey, Affirmation Station. Good to see you. Witch Runa, good to see you. Oh, gotcha. Hey, Lisa, good to see you too. Yeah, it's looking like a lot of back stuff. Right now we have Amazonite in the grid. That helps with the spine and spinal nerves, and Fuchsite, which can help with spinal alignment. And Lapis can help with pain and inflammation. I'll also bring in some malachite. Malachite can be very helpful with pain and inflammation as well as arthritis and anything that's similar to arthritis. It's great for depression, anxiety, and processing painful emotions. If you're going through any kind of difficult emotional time, this will help you move those emotions through the heart and process them rather than getting stuck in the heartache and heartbreak. It's also helpful for phobias too. So we'll bring this in. And put that one here and here. And what else can we do? Because that one was requested too. Oh, gotcha. And I'll think of some more stones with that too. Let's see. Angelic realm, absolutely. Yeah, let's do angelic realm. So sapphire very much helps with connection to the angelic realm too. Let's do some celestite. This helps to connect with the angels and with our spirit guides and higher wisdom in general. It helps with discerning the difference between what are thoughts, what are fears, and what's intuitive guidance. And that can always be a problem. Sometimes it's like, am I afraid of this? Or is this like a warning? Or like, what is it? This helps. Also with any manner of physical pain. So this will definitely help with the back pain too. And yeah, absolutely a beautiful high vibe stone of angelic love. So let's put some of those in here. I'll also put in some angelite, which is very closely related to celestite. Angelite is, if angelite stays under the surface of the earth under the right circumstances, the right amount of temperature and pressure, it will turn into celestite. So this is connection to our spirit guides and helpers. It also helps to enhance sound healing. If you're going for any kind of sound healing, having some angelite nearby is just divine. It also helps you to feel connected to source, and it's got some really powerful spiritual protection too. So I'm going to put these around here. Awesome. So lots of love to you both. Sister-in-law's shower. This is Unikite. This is everything about like healthy mom, healthy baby, prenatal, postpartum, and all the in-between. Pink tourmaline is in there, and that also helps with like labor and delivery and mom and baby bonding, as does rhodochrosite, which is in there. But this helps also with the heart and the circulatory system as well, and metabolism. But yeah, this is good for women's relationships and with every phase of a woman's life, especially hormonally related. So lots and lots of love to your sister-in-law and the twins. And you also asked for your bunched and wrapped up in yourself, a lot of self-loathing, perspective stone, please, and to increase self-love and also empathy for others. I'm so sorry. We have Snowflake Obsidian, which is great for releasing guilt, and that could be a part of it. A lot of self-loathing. We can do Mahogany Obsidian can help. It releases perfectionism and the feeling that we need the approval of others. It's also helpful for vitality and strength and meeting goals, and releasing anger, which can help with the empathy thing. Good for pain as well as teeth and gums. So I hope that this will help somewhat. And additionally, for self-love, we have Fuchsite, which is helpful, as well as Amazonite. But let's also do, and Black Obsidian. Black Obsidian helps with releasing self-doubt and also embracing some self-esteem too. And let's bring in some Epidote. This can help with negative self-talk, which is something I've struggled with. I really have overcome it quite a bit, and this was a big part of it. Epidote is actually in Unikite. It's really interesting. It helps with recovery from illness and injury too, as well as the brain, especially in cases of Parkinson's, and the nervous system, as well as the skin. But it really helps the way in which we speak to ourselves, like when we beat ourselves up. Epidote. This is one I use for that personally. So lots of love to you. And I hope that this helps. So we'll put it right there next to Unikite. So lots of love to you, hon. I'm so sorry you're struggling with that. You're welcome, Affirmation Station. Lisa. Mother's still recovering from the fall. Oh no, possible concussion. Lyme may be back, and vertigo and fatigue. Vertigo is definitely leopard skin jasper as well as lapis, so that's in there. Fatigue, mahogany obsidian, sorry. Arthritis is malachite. And back issues. We've got a lot of back stones in there. You need good time management. Definitely garnet for that. Also, mahogany obsidian with like follow through, getting things done and feeling like motivated. That can be really helpful. Let's go ahead and bring in. Okay, we'll do Del. I've got a lot. I've passed through. I'm just kind of hopping around. I'm gonna bring in moss. Sorry. Oh. Hang on. Sorry, copyrighted music was blasting outside. YouTube will shut me down quickly if they hear that. So moss agate helps with all kinds of infections and illnesses in the body. So I'm hoping that this will help Lisa's mom with the Lyme. It's also great with connection to nature. fears of the unknown, as well as inner child and higher self healing. It's wonderful for connection to spirit and unconditional love as well. So we'll bring this in. And oh yeah, for allergies, asthma, stuff like that, absolutely. We have rhodonite, which I actually use for both of those things. It's allergies, asthma, autoimmune stuff all together. It can be really helpful for it. Also for allergies, carnelian can be really helpful, which is also in here. So I hope that helps, and I hope your son's doing better. Just peeking through. Healing for your kitty Dexter, who had surgery on Tuesday, joint and nerve pain. Gotcha. We've got nerve pain covered with pink tourmaline, and we've got animal healing with leopard skin jasper. Let's bring in some howlite for the joint pain, and this will also help those of you with back stuff, because those are joints too, after all. So howlite helps with the joints and the bones all together. It's a wonderful stone of bone density, helping us to process calcium, and also with the dislocation of joints, if that's something you struggle with. It's something I struggle with. And on an emotional level, it helps with anger, resentment, and frustration. So a really powerful stone there. Helps with bones, teeth, hair, and stability. It's really a great blessing stone. So I hope that this helps. So that's howlite. Let's see. There we go. Okay. And all the best to you and to Greg and to Dexter. Del, I see yours. Ancestralite. I don't have Ancestralite. That's actually the first I'm seeing it. I'll look it up later though. But I do have something to put in its place. Ametrine. I might still have. Crazy lace agate. Oh man, you're really like... you're really hitting so many stones that I don't have. I'm so sorry. Ancestralite. Let's use Lemurian quartz in its place. Lemurian quartz definitely helps with anything like ancestral healing, as does the beautiful Kambaba stone. Sorry. But this is Blue Mist Lemurian quartz. This helps with healing the past, whether it's past lives or just early in this life. Definitely connected to ancestors and different patterns there. Helps with spiritual healing, connecting with our healing journey so that we learn about ourselves, which is deeply empowering. And it can also help release past emotional pain. So we'll bring this in. I'm going to actually put these around the outside because we're getting a little pressed for space. This is the best specimen of ametrine that I have. It only has a little bit of amethyst. So amethyst and citrine basically when amethyst is under the earth's surface, under the right conditions, the right amount of heat and pressure and time, it turns into citrine. And there are specimens that have both in them, and that's ametrine. This is what I'm holding. Ametrine can be wonderful for the benefits of both stones, plus a little bit more spiritual healing. So citrine helps with manifesting abundance. I'm going to actually add some citrine after this. With manifesting abundance, financial wealth, basic needs, primal urges, helps us make the best decisions with our finances. Also helps us with balancing logic with intuition. And it can also help with compulsions and addictions as well, and even nausea. Amethyst is wonderful for seeing think of the serenity prayer, changing the things we can't accept, accepting the things we cannot change, and the wisdom to know the difference. It's very helpful for any kind of self-improvement. It helps you to not quite kick yourself so much as you are on your way to improvement. So this may help Jenny too. And it basically takes all of those things from both stones and like kind of turns them up a notch. So that is ametrine. We've got two kitties giving each other a bath, which is cute. I'm going to go ahead and put some more citrine in there for financial abundance, and I believe Chris requested that. So I already ran down everything that this does, but that's what it looks like by itself. Let's actually put some around the inside here. Awesome. Crazy lace agate, I don't have within reach right now, but I will put a note to grab it. So I've written down the other stones that you mentioned. Oh, and crazy lace too. So for right now, playfulness and joy is definitely a fuchsite stone that's helpful. Another one that can be helpful for joy is yellow calcite. This is optimism. It's also self-confidence and everything having to do with the solar plexus chakra. This is who we are and the things that we want to do, where we feel motivated to go, prioritizing our desires rather than the desires of others, releasing the need for approval of others. So it very much complements mahogany obsidian. Also really helpful with boundaries and self-identity, but a lot of joy and happiness from this stone. And I'm so sorry I don't have the other stones, but I have marked them down. Let me know if there's anything else I can replace them with, or if you have a special intention I can bring them in for. So let's go ahead and bring this here and here. So that's yellow calcite. So sorry, Dell. I will work on it. But I love the suggestions because now those are stones I can start to work on bringing into the collection. And we also had a request for pyrite. Pyrite helps with protection and intuition simultaneously. It's also another stone that's great for manifesting financial abundance. It's fool's gold, and we like to think that it calls in the real gold. It's also really helpful for fever, the lungs, the brain, and memory. So we'll bring in pyrite. Let me see. Good to see you, Catherine Dale. Oh yeah, your fur baby is having some allergies? Absolutely. We have leopard skin jasper, which is also great not only just for animals, but also for anything impacting the skin. We also have rhodonite, which is helpful for allergies. Skin allergies in particular is a blue lace agate thing. Blue lace agate is also helpful for expressing really difficult emotions or softening what we have to say so that it can be a little more gentle when the other person hears it. It's also helpful for fractures and arthritis, as well as tension headache and sore throats. But yeah, we'll bring that in. The little babies are in their favorite Reiki place. Let me see. Oh, Dell, you know what? I do have crazy lace agate within reach. I was just looking over for something else, and here's some crazy lace agate. I'm gonna have to look up what it does. I haven't worked with it in the longest, so let's go ahead back to the books. Let's see. Not in that one. Crazy lace agate. So this is from Philip Perma, The Crystal Healer, Volume 1. Crazy lace agate. Good for the heart, skin, speech, and eyesight. Helps fear, brings confidence, balance, courage, self-esteem, and vitality. Resonates with the heart chakra, and it's associated with the astrological signs Gemini, Capricorn, and Aquarius. And let's see if Cassandra Eason has anything to say about it too. She does. So this is from The Complete Crystal Handbook by Cassandra Eason. And she shares that crazy lace agate, good for skin disorders, eyesight, problems of the colon and heart, as well as varicose veins, arteries, all of the vascular system. She equates it more with the third eye chakra, helping with overcoming phobias, helps absorb emotional pain and increase self-esteem. It's very connected to the spider. Regulates daily energy flow. Connected with the web of fate. It helps you to see past the world and past this world and into the spirit realms too. That's beautiful. This is one that I had in a rock tumbler when I was a little girl. And that's what smoothed it out. That's why I thought I had it in my other stones. But thank you for asking for this, Dell. Yeah, cool request. Yay. Awesome. And gems for writer's block and creativity for artists. Sodalite, blue lace agate, blue topaz may help, and procrastination too. Dell, you use crazy lace agate for vitality, grounding, and joy. I love that. Thank you, PS. For writer's block, yeah, we've got blue lace in there, but writer's block, we can totally do. I also really like blue tiger eye. Blue tiger eye is, let me try to get the light just right. Oh, Such a pretty stone. This helps with calm and easing stress and also bold communication, particularly for writing and speaking your truth. It's great for busting through writer's block. It's great for facts over feelings and protective of truth tellers. So anytime you have to like deliver news and be like, matter of fact, this is what it is. I understand it's not what you want to hear, but it's the truth. This is a perfect stone for that. And I always need support with that. I'm a very blunt, tell it as it is. Like, I'm not going to just tell you what you want to hear kind of person. So I really love working with this stone. And I'll also add some sodalite. So that's blue tiger eye. Whenever I'm writing, like copy for the website or anything, I always have blue tiger eye nearby for sure. I find it so helpful. Carnelian is in there too. That's also very helpful for creativity. And sodalite absolutely aids expression of all kinds, whether you're singing, dancing, painting, speaking, writing, however you express yourself, it helps to bring it through. Very connected with the throat chakra. Also helps with writing and homesickness, as well as grounding impulses. And it's thought to help relieve symptoms around menopause, which I wish I had known when I was going through menopause. I went through menopause very early because I lost my ovaries when I was 32. So that's sodalite. Looks very similar to lapis. So there we go. And Allison had a request. Nausea at bay. Depression and helping motivation. Nausea is citrine, which is here. So we've got that. Depression, we've got malachite can help with that. And with motivation, there's a few that help, but I feel like intuitively I got to bring in some polychrome jasper. Highly motivating. This helps us to connect with our soul's passions and feel excited about them again. If we've lost that kind of sense of excitement, if we've kind of let go and we've fallen into a place of indifference, this is really encouraging. It helps with self-confidence and also joint health, particularly with the lower extremities and anything having to do with mobility. So this is one of joints, movement, feeling like you want to get up and move around, and also really excited to get things done that are in alignment with your soul's purpose. So I hope that this helps, Allison. And I did add fluorite and amazonite. Absolutely. And you're welcome, Catherine Deal. Oh yeah, if you haven't liked the stream already, please consider doing so. And I think I got everyone's requests. I think I did. Think I did. Okay, so lots of love, everybody. So I think we're about at that time. Oh, awesome. Beautiful grid, everyone. Thank you so much for helping build it, helping it be what it is. Let's fill in a few gaps with what's around the edges here. Yeah, so let's go ahead and we'll do that thing that we do. Help me lift, blisters and Crohn's. Absolutely, I can help that. Blisters, definitely for like skin stuff, and sores, septarian and emerald, as well as carnelian. They all help with wound healing too. So definitely that. Crohn's, Dalmatian jasper, which I'll actually bring into the grid. Okay, so Dalmatian jasper can absolutely help with Crohn's as well as IBS, and even help with like really any kind of digestive disorder. I struggle with celiac, but luckily I've had my diet under control for a long time. So that's, the most you can do. This also helps with energy clearing because this is black tourmaline that's going through another stone. Black tourmaline is, like we mentioned before, it helps to dispel negative energy. So this is a stone that can help really deep clear our aura, our energy field around our body. So it's great for that. It also helps to hold a good space for cooperation. So it can be great for groups working together. So we'll bring that in. I'm going to put that here and here. So I hope that helps with Crohn's. And Crohn's too, I believe it's autoimmune. If that's true, rhodonite also will help that part of it. And yeah, all the best. All the best to you for sure. Thank you for being here, Del and Lori. Especially because I know the time difference for you guys. It's pretty late where you are. So if y'all wouldn't mind going ahead and helping to lift the energy of the space that you're in and this space that we've co-created together. It's as simple as heading into the chat and sharing anything that you're grateful for, anything at all. And if it's something more personal that you don't want to share in such a public format, just think about it. While you're doing that, if you haven't hit the like button already, please consider doing so. Okay, good. I'm glad, Del. Thank you. I'm going to go ahead and explain a little bit about what Reiki is, how everything works, and how to make the most of your session. And then we're going to get into the Reiki healing. So go ahead and share those wonderful gratitudes and let me talk about what Reiki is. So as I mentioned at the top of the stream, my name is Danielle Stimpson, and I'm so grateful to have all of you here with me today. You can learn more about me, my live online Reiki certification courses. You can schedule a one-on-one distance session or tarot reading with me, or shop my Reiki charged crystals online at learnreikiphiladelphia.com. It's also linked in the description, along with all of my social media and my email newsletter. So what is Reiki? Well, Reiki has become more or less a catch-all term for energy healing, but specifically I work with what's known as Usui Reiki. Usui Reiki is named after its founder, Mikao Usui, and he created this particular style and approach of energy healing in 1920s Japan. This particular style of energy healing was meant to be deeply spiritual, but also secular. And this was a time in Japan's history where you could not teach about religion unless it was Shintoism. And pretty big stakes if you did, or if they even accused you of such. So this made a lot of sense. And it's also a big part of why it resonates with us so much in the West. So what is the concept of energy at the foundation of this system? For that, we can go ahead and look over to Shintoism, which is the indigenous spirituality of Japan and the foundation of how the worldview there is even today. Essentially, at the heart of it, everyone and everything has a soul, and all of those souls are interconnected and inextricably linked. The spiritual energy that animates us and gives us everything that we are as beings is thought to flow through that interconnectedness of everyone. And it's thought that this energy is already flowing through you, through me, through everyone and everything all the time. That our body, mind, and spirit are always working with this energy to bring about the greatest balance and healing that we can achieve in any given moment. Essentially, what I'll be doing today is using Usui's techniques to connect to that energy and direct even more of it to you, wherever you happen to be and whenever you happen to be watching this. More on that in a moment. And as such, your body, mind, and spirit will be able to put it to the best use. This is something that you might actually feel, and you probably will. You may, during this session, feel some physical sensations. You may have some emotions rise up or be released. Mentally, you may be able to hear your subconscious or sort of sort some things out that you haven't been able to resolve recently. Spiritually speaking, you may get some deep intuitions, you may just get some clarity or revelation about something, and you may just have a beautiful, relaxing, and healing nap. Probably it will look like some combination of all of the above that's perfect for you in this exact moment. And the best thing about Reiki is you don't have to do a thing to receive it. Just have an open heart and mind. I generally suggest that you just get comfortable in any way that works for you. Sitting up, laying down, somewhere in between, it doesn't matter. However you feel comfy. And you don't even have to remain still. If you'd prefer to, do a couple of stretches or journal or really anything, play some music, whatever feels right to you. This is your time for you to enjoy in a way that feels beautiful to you. And during the session, you don't have to focus on anything. You don't have to keep your mind silent. You can simply be. But if you do feel like you get distracted and you want to come back in, just take a deep breath in and out at your own pace, and it'll help you sink back into your session. As I mentioned, we're all interconnected, and that's the very premise of Reiki. Well, Reiki energy in and of itself isn't limited by the same kind of dimensional construct that we are and the dimensional limits that we are. We can only be physically in one place at a time. Not the same with Reiki. So Reiki can exist in several, forwards and backwards in time. And so whenever you happen to be watching this video, hello from the past, this healing is available to you whenever you found it. It's the perfect time. And for those of you who are here live, if you ever feel like you need some distance healing and I'm not live, go ahead and check out our past healing live stream playlist. It's got over 340 videos for you to enjoy any day, anytime that you want. And if you want to join me live, I'm here 5 times a week, same days, same times, so you can make it a part of your routine. You can even subscribe with your notifications on so that you don't miss an opportunity to join. So next, we'll basically go ahead during the stream. You'll be able to glance at the grid. I'm going to turn up the music. If you'd like to learn more about our musical creator, go ahead and check the bottom of the description. You can find all the information about her website and her YouTube channel, so you can enjoy her music whenever you'd like. And I'll turn the lights down. You'll notice that the lights will transition slowly and gently from one color to the next. And at no point in time will they flash or strobe. So all you need to do is just find the way to be comfortable, but you can move around and get up and get a glass of water if you need to, all that stuff during the session, and your body, mind, and spirit will know exactly how to allocate it in your best interest. I will send for 25 minutes. At the end, you'll hear my voice come in and invite you to take a deep breath in and out. After that, I'll reopen the chat and I'll be more than happy to answer any questions or listen to any experiences or anything like that. But thank you so much for being here. It's truly an honor and a blessing to share this healing energy with all of you today. Thank you so much for being here. And let's go ahead back to the grid. Oh, hey, Paul. Good to see you. Lila Ray, good to see you. Somebody said they were grateful for chocolate, so am I. Good call, Paul. Awesome. So everybody, thank you so much for inspiring this beautiful grid. Enjoy it. I'm going to get ready to send. Yeah, it is a really beautiful grid today. You all knocked it out of the park. Well done. So everybody enjoy your healing session, and I will see you all in about 25 minutes. I invite you now to take a deep breath in and out. Slowly come back to your body. Move your fingers and toes. When you're ready, come back to the space that you're in. Thank you so much for being here with me this afternoon. It's an honor and a pleasure as always to share this healing with all of you. If you have any questions or anything to share, please do go ahead and pop it in the chat. You're so welcome, Catherine. I've got a gently purring Gertie in my lap. Yeah, I'm glad it was helpful. I'm glad it was helpful, Patty. Thank you, Patty. That's beautiful. You're so welcome, Lisa. All the best to you, your brother, and your mother. All the best to all of you. I will be back tonight at 8 p.m. East Coast U.S. time, and again Sunday at 8 p.m. East Coast U.S. time. The Tarot for all 12 signs for August will start getting recorded this weekend. You may even see a few of them go up before the end of the weekend. You're so welcome, Chris. Good to see you. Lots of love to you. If you haven't hit that like button already, please consider doing so. Thank you, Sylvia. Same to you. Oh, thank you, Lori. Oh, that's wonderful. I hope you have a wonderful weekend too. Lots of love to you, Susan and Dexter and Greg. Okay. Thank you all so much. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you. Oh, thank you, Dell. I'm so glad. May you walk in beauty as well. I'm going to go ahead and get ready to start to bring the stream to a close with an abundance of gratitude for all of you. Thank you for being so kind to me and each other. The way you support each other is just beauty to behold. Thank you. Thank you for being here, and thank you for co-creating this beautiful space of healing with me today. Yay, you spaced out for a bit, Joanna. I'm glad. I hope it felt good. So everyone, if I see you again this weekend, awesome. And if I don't, I hope you have a beautiful weekend. Stay safe, stay cool, take care of yourselves, and bye for now.